Good afternoon, otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark masked diva. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. I know I did. So, you guys, I just wanted to talk about something I was reading online. Somebody was asking me a question about being with somebody and knowing that you're not their type. Alright, so this is really important. Alright, so this young lady told me that her boyfriend was pansexual, but she still managed not to be his type. Yeah, that's the thing. You could be with somebody pansexual and still not be their type. A pansexual can like everything and still not like you. Okay? So here's the thing. This is how I feel about being with somebody and you're not their type. I don't think you should be with that person. Okay? Don't be with anybody who doesn't prefer you. Alright? You're just really setting yourself up for failure. Alright, so here we are on YouTube, otherworldlies, and what do people like to talk about on YouTube all the time? You guys know what I'm talking about. People like to talk about narcissists, right? So if you're with somebody and they don't prefer you, they're going to make you feel triangulated all the time, right? They're going to, act like they like somebody else, all right? So they're going to act like what? They're going to act like a narcissist, okay? They're going to be flirting with other people. They're probably going to be cheating on you because their head's always going to be turning. They're always going to be looking at somebody else. They're always going to be talking about how cute somebody else is. They're going to be adding other people on social media and flirting with other people. Okay, now the thing is, it's because you're not their type, okay? What they're doing is they are tolerating you. Okay, you are a placeholder. Okay, you are a friend. You are not in a real relationship with them. You're basically a friends with benefits with a girlfriend or boyfriend title. Okay, you're just there temporarily. You're a bookmark. You're a placeholder. Okay. The thing is I've seen couples who are together and they look really terribly mismatched because I can tell that they're just there because these people can't find who they really want to be with. And I see these couples together and I'm just going, oh boy, because I've seen, I can just tell that they don't belong together. Okay. And I've seen, there's this couple that I see together where this guy, I've seen the kind of people that he usually goes out with, and I see him showering these types of women with all these compliments. I see him getting crushes on these different types of women, and I know what kind of women he likes. And he's with this woman now who doesn't resemble these kinds of women, and he doesn't give her any of those compliments like gorgeous, beautiful, or he doesn't call her wifey or anything like that like he would call these other women. He just says, this is my sweetheart, this is my best friend, and all this kind of stuff, but he never even calls her pretty. Well, you know why? Because she's not pretty. Okay, she looks like a stud lesbian, and it's probably because she is one. Okay, so I'm just kind of thinking what she did was she probably settled for him because she can't find a woman to be with. Okay, and you're like, oh, diva, you're going there. Well, it's because it's the truth. I'm looking at this mismatched couple, and I'm thinking, they should probably just be friends. And they call each other, oh, this is my best friend, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, that's why they're a couple. They're probably not each other's type at all. Okay, and then they break up, and they get back together, and that kind of thing. And I think it's because they're getting older, they're getting middle-aged, okay? They can't find the kind of person they really want to be with. They're not each other's type. One person, I don't think that's, the lady, I don't think he's her gender preference, okay? And the guy, she doesn't look like the kind of woman he wants to be with because he doesn't compliment her the way he compliments the kind of women that he finds attractive. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but she's unattractive. She kind of looks like a guy, you know what I mean? And he likes a certain type of woman. And, just to see the two of them together, it looks like they're trying, it looks like they're probably friends and everything like that, but it looks like they're kind of settling for each other, to be honest. So I'm really, maybe they will end up working it out as a relationship, but I really don't think that they're truly attracted to each other, to be honest. I think that they're just friends and they're trying to make it work, but deep down inside they aren't truly attracted to each other. See, the thing is, people are not attracted to a good man or a good woman. At the core of our being, that's actually not what we're attracted to as people, right? Here's the thing. Have you ever had, when you're a kid, somebody tries to, push you into being friends with somebody? You don't want to be friends with that person, right? Because everyone's trying to say, you really should be friends with so-and-so, they're nice, blah, 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 blah. Or, when you're at school, the teacher tries to push you into, befriending the new kid, or, playing with another kid you really don't want to play with. Okay, this is the same kind of thing. That's not really the person you really, really would truly choose to be with if you could choose, right? That's the same thing. If you don't think that you're somebody's type, you really shouldn't be with them. Okay? Like with Zen, I am truly attracted to him. Okay? But if I didn't think I was Zen's type, I would not want to be with him. I think he's truly attracted to me. Okay? So, but if I thought he wasn't truly attracted to me, I would back up off that. I want to be with somebody who is truly attracted to me and finds me, to be their type. You don't want someone who's tolerating you, okay? So I said, to the young lady, I said, hey, this guy is pansexual and he still can't, think of you as his type. This guy is going to end up cheating on you with any given type of person, right? Because he's open-minded, so it could be a man, a woman, any type of person. You never know. And, it doesn't matter. The fact he's just going to cheat on you because you're not his type, And she was just kind of like, well, why does he keep me around if I'm not his type? And, I'm thinking, because you're a placeholder. He figures you're better than nothing. It's because he can't find somebody he truly wants to be with. And I really think you need to love yourself more than that and find somebody who truly likes you and celebrates you. You know what I mean? And if somebody is trying to say you really should be with this person because they're nice, or they're a good woman, or they're a good man, that's not really enough of a reason to be with somebody. Okay? Because that person really should be with someone who wants to be with them because they truly appreciate them, not because somebody else said you really should be with that person. I think that's just, that's not really fair to the person, that you're just tolerating them. Okay? If you're in denial about your sexuality or something like that, you really should not be forcing yourself to be with someone, to deny who you really are. Or you think you should be with that person because they're going to make you a better person. No, you should be with that person because you want to be with that person. Right? So, we should all be with someone who makes us a better person, but it's because you should want to be with that person, because you're truly attracted to them. You should be with someone you're truly attracted to, because if you're not truly attracted to that person, they're going to annoy you all the time. Okay? If you feel like the person you're with is not attracted to you, you really should not be with that person. You should love yourself more than that. All right? Because the person, you're going to find someone who's attracted to you, because everybody has somebody who is attracted to them. All right? Do not ever feel like there's something wrong with you because the person you're with is not attracted to you. Somebody will be attracted to you. We all have different pheromones that we're putting out. We all have a different look to us. We all have, and you never know who's going to be attracted to you. Right? You never know who just thinks you're cute. You never know. It's usually somebody who looks opposite of you who thinks you're cute. You just really never know. So I'll tell a story of one of my friends. She said her first husband wasn't attracted to her, and I said, well, why did you marry someone who wasn't attracted to you? And she said, well, when we were splitting up, he said, I was never attracted to you. And I go, ouch. I go, he just said that to hurt you. And she goes, no, he actually seriously meant it. And he was saying it apologetically, because he always was rejecting me. And he was saying it while we were splitting up, and he was actually apologizing while we were splitting up because I was leaving him. And she said, I think he was saying it to try to get me back, because she said I accused him of not being attracted to me. So I think he was finally just admitting it. And I go, well, what was that all about? And he said that he married me because everybody at their church kept saying, you need to marry her, she's a good woman. And I said, so they all just kind of were trying to push him into marrying you because you're a good woman? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, I mean, you were good to him. You raised his kids, you did this, you did that, you didn't cheat on him, you didn't do this, you were good to him. You were a good woman to him, right? And she said, yeah, but they basically said, you need to marry her, she's a good woman. And he said they were just taking it on their counsel that I was a good woman. And she said, but I was never his type. He was never truly attracted to me. I didn't look like the kind of woman that he was ever attracted to. He never liked my body shape. He didn't like my hair color. He really didn't like my looks. She said I could never get my body shaped the way he liked it. I could never, he was just never happy with anything that I did with myself. And I'm thinking, can you imagine just never looking the way that, you can never make anyone happy with the way that you look? You can never make yourself, attractive to your mate. I mean, because, going to bed with somebody is part of being married. So can you imagine just they never think you're attractive? That really sucks. So imagine never feeling like you appeal to your mate. And she said, I felt like I never appealed to him. Yeah. So they were married for 20 years or something like that before they finally split up. It was a long time. So she said, yeah, they kind of just, and a lot of times, a lot of, religious institutions will push situations like that. You really should, marry this person because they're a good person, or, that kind of thing. That's not why you should be friends with somebody, because other people are pushing you to be friends with them. I've been in situations like that where somebody wants me to be friends with their friend because they think they're nice. Well, maybe I don't like that person. Just because you think they're a nice person doesn't mean they're my cup of tea. That's happened a lot, where somebody's trying to push me into liking somebody or hanging around someone or accepting someone, and it's I don't necessarily like that person. There might be some kind of personality clash where I just, find them loathsome for some reason. I can't deal with being around that person. They talk too much or something like that, where I just, I can't hang with them. Some kind of trait in them is something that I can't tolerate. But sometimes someone's just trying to pawn someone off on you, and you gotta think about that too. Maybe they have some kind of motivation behind it. So you have to think about that too. But sometimes people are just trying to fix two people up, and they're not thinking about the consequence of, I'm not really attracted to that person. So two people need to truly be attracted to each other. But if somebody is not truly attracted, and there's not really anything you can do to make them attracted to you, you really should not have to change who you are. I mean, you can, if you have different looks, and you can change your look a little bit to, to be your best self of that look, that's one thing. You know what I mean? Like, I like when Zen has his hair a little bit longer. But I'm basically attracted to him. So if he had his hair shorter, I'd be cool with it. But I do like him with his hair a little bit longer, right? So that's one thing. But I basically like Zen no matter what. So, but I mean, what if my type wasn't like Zen at all? Well, that would suck, right? That's not really fair to him. So, anyway, don't be with somebody if you're not their type, because they're going to get irritated with you all the time. You're going to just feel like you're never good enough. You're going to think that they're thinking about somebody else. You're going to worry that they're talking to their ex who is their type. Okay? Zen was talking about exes in one of his recent videos, if you want to check that out. But don't be with somebody. Don't be with somebody if you're not their type, because you're just going to feel like they're settling, and you're just going to be worried. So I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I love you all. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mass Diva, and I love all you other worldlies, and I'll see you in the next one.